how to get her to fall back in love with me. Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. Today I am talking to you guys. Gentlemen, how to get her to fall back in love with you, right? This is a common question that I get in my one-on-one coaching sessions, and I understand it can be confusing. It can be a little bit difficult to try to understand how to make this work because women are complex and there's a lot of ways in which you can do it, but it's about how you do it, the steps that you take, and your ability to kind of really be consistent and follow through. And the first thing that I mentioned to my guys, right? The first thing that I talk about in my client sessions is self-reflection, understanding yourself. And I know this seems like just a very kind of cliche, generalized answer, but at the end of the day, it's true, right? It's understanding yourself because people only know you as well as you know yourself. And if you haven't spent time being a little bit introspective, if you haven't focused on yourself, understanding what your needs and your wants are, it's going to be very difficult for you to portray that, to express that to your partner. And my assumption would be if you are watching this video, it is because there has been a disconnect in the relationship, because there is a lack of communication, because you are feeling like you are losing your partner, you are losing her. So how do you get her back? Invest the time in you. And I know that seems counterintuitive, right? The process of regaining attraction, of reigniting spark, of repairing a relationship is going to feel counterintuitive because everything inside of us naturally is going to think that we have to fight for that person, that the more that person pulls away, the more we need to pull them back in. But understand something. The more you try to hold on tighter, the more you try to pull your girlfriend back in, your wife back in, you are going to push them away. Take a step back, breathe, and reflect. What led to you being in this position? How are you here? When did the love disappear? When did you notice it? Was it something that you maybe did that you are accountable for? Is it something that she's been expressing to you that you haven't really been paying attention to? It's really about taking the step back and taking accountability for your actions and understanding where you are, right? Because you're not going to know where you're going if you don't understand where you are or where you've been. So this part is incredibly important. Do not skip over this. And how do we start to become reflective? How do we become that independent individual again, right? We utilize the 3 R's, which is something that I express to my clients all the time. And it's reevaluation, reinvestment, and reinvention. So you reevaluate your circumstance and your situation so you understand what happened. You reinvest in yourself. So you spend the time and the energy building your self-confidence back up, building your self-esteem back up. So what does that look like? Maybe investing in hobbies that you haven't done in a long time that made you feel good. Things that you are really good at, that you know you're good at, doing them so you build back up your self-confidence. And by the time you've built your confidence back up again, then you're kind of this new improved version of yourself. And that's the part where you embrace the reinvention phase, right? This new reinvented individual that you have created, or maybe that you have gone back to that you lost along the way. The second part is changing your mindset, guys. If you have a negative mindset, it's going to be impossible for you to be able to achieve your goals. So what does a negative mindset look like? That's when you are constantly telling yourself, this is impossible, I can't do it, it's too hard, she's not going to fall back in love with me, I'm never going to succeed in this. That is a negative mindset. A positive mindset, which is something that I work with my clients one-on-one to achieve, is consciously making the decision to change the dialogue and the script in your mind. And instead of saying, I can't, saying, I can. Instead of just giving up when there's a problem, you find a solution. If one strategy doesn't work, you use another one, right? It's about continually pushing forward and progressing instead of allowing yourself to kind of sit back in this limbo phase or regress. That's not what we're looking for. And everything in regards to attraction is up here. It is in your mind. The way that you view yourself, the way that you view your partner, the way that you view the world around you. Whatever energy you put out into the world is the energy that you are getting back. So if you don't feel like you are good enough, if you don't feel like you're attractive enough, if you don't feel like you are, that guy. That's the energy that you're putting out there. And how is your partner going to be attracted to that? She's not. So changing your mindset is key. The third one is making time. You have to make time for the relationship. You have to make time for her. And I get it, guys. There's a lot going on in our lives. We have a lot of priorities that we have to worry about. There is not enough time in the day to feel like we can check everything off of our list. There's work, there's errands, there's school, there's bills there's just a lot. There's a ton of stuff. But there will always be things that we have to do. There will always be priorities, right? And it's about shifting those priorities and putting her first, putting her on top, because when is the last time you did? And realistically speaking, the only way that you're going to change the dynamic in the relationship is if you prioritize the relationship. You can't expect to fix something if you don't actually go and try to fix it. So, making time for her. That is going to be a big shift. That's going to be a game changer. And I know that seems so simple and so generalized, but I can't tell you how many clients I work with on a daily basis that don't even think about that. So again, make time for her. The fourth one is working on the attraction, right? Trying new things together, investing the time in being more romantic and being more intimate. Guys, for women, romance and intimacy is foreplay. That's really where you want to start, that emotional connection and that bond, so they feel understood, they feel heard, they feel like you are invested in the relationship, that they are desired. And if you're not investing the time in that, if you're not trying to build the attraction, you're not really going to get anywhere. And if you're trying to win back the love of your wife, of your girlfriend, of your partner, it is absolutely necessary to start to utilize these types of things, right? So maybe there's a new restaurant that opened in town that you haven't had the ability to go to. Make a reservation there. Maybe she wants to go to, a national park and camp for a few days and you guys haven't made the time. Go and do that. Maybe she just wants to go to a painting class. Go to a painting class with her. It can even be as simple as sitting on the couch and watching Netflix and cuddling and eating popcorn together if it's something you have not done in a long time. Guys, it's not about the grandiose gestures. Sometimes it's really just about the little things, the small things that really matter. But again, it's about investing the time. It's about consciously making the decision to do it. And it's about putting an effort into doing things that you know she is going to like and that she is going to feel good about. And as I mentioned, again, intimacy and romance, that's a big part of it. Intimate doesn't mean having sex. A lot of people misconstrue that. Intimacy is more than just sex. I mean, there is sex involved that is a part of it, but intimacy is that deep emotional connection that you build with somebody. So if she's having a rough day at work and she comes home and she just wants to be able to vent, you giving her that space, you providing that safe environment for her to feel like she can do that is being intimate. You giving her a back rub when she gets home, you cooking her favorite meal before she gets home, you doing the chores around the house that you know that she usually does on Sunday. All those little acts of service, all those little things that you are doing, all contribute to the intimacy in the relationship, because what that equates to is her feeling supported, her feeling like you desire her, her feeling like you understand the amount of effort that she puts in, and it also leads to her feeling appreciated because you are understanding the amount of work that she does and you are trying to take some of that weight off and do it. So again, intimacy isn't just about sex, it's really just about the building of the deep connection that you guys may be missing at this point. And again, like I said, I am assuming you are missing at this point if you are watching this video. So again, just to recap, guys, the first one is self-reflection and understanding yourself. That is huge. Knowing yourself, right? Because like I said, people only know you as well as you know yourself. The second one is mindset. Changing that negative mindset to a positive one and believing that you can actually re-attract her. Actually believing that she is going to fall back in love with you. And keep in mind, there's a difference between expectation and visualization. To expect something may potentially lead to disappointment, but to visualize something, to manifest something, that is different. The third one is making time, right? Making time for the relationship, making time for her, because you're not going to be able to re-attract her if you're not investing the time. The fourth one is attraction, working on the attraction, trying new things together, stepping outside of your comfort zone, right? Because when we step outside of our comfort zone, scientifically, it's been proven that adrenaline plays a big part in attraction. So if you both are sharing in an experience and there's adrenaline involved, naturally you guys will reconnect and you will bond again. So making an effort to do different things that you have not done before. And the final one is the romantic and the intimacy aspect of things, right? So really investing in doing little things that you know that she is going to like and she's going to feel appreciated and she's going to feel desired. I have created an amazing product that you guys can utilize. And trust me when I tell you, it is going to change your perspective. It is going to change the way in which you interact in a relationship. If you are watching this video, you are probably in a situation, or you are in a situation where you feel like you're losing your wife. You feel like you're losing your girlfriend. You want to make her fall back in love with you. This product will help you. Everything that I covered in this video, I go into extensive detail in that training. I provide you with exercises, I provide you with activities, I provide you with ideas in regards to romantic outings that you can do. Everything and anything that you are going to need in order to re-attract her is in there. So I highly recommend going over to the product section of the page and purchasing that product. Guys, I promise you, it is going to change your life. It is going to change your relationship, and you will achieve the goals that you are wanting to achieve in regards to winning her love back. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I love having open dialogue with people. So if you have any opinions, any comments, any questions, drop them down in the comment box. I try to read as many as possible, and I try to answer as many as possible as well. Maybe you just need a little bit more detail. You want to know a little bit more. You can visit us at www.withmyexagain.com, where we have a multitude of different articles and blogs and videos related to this subject and many other subjects as well. If you want a coaching session, if you feel like you just need a little bit more support and you feel like you need to just have a more strategized, tailored plan for you, I'd be more than happy to support you and help you with that. You can book either with myself or any of the other amazing coaches that we have on the team. You can also do that via the website. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon.